Hey, what's up, y'all? It's Solo. Welcome to another guide for Survivalist Invisible Strain. This is a starter stealth guide. I'll be going over a few things I wish I knew at first when starting off the game. If you're new to Survivalist Invisible Strain or new to the channel, please like and subscribe because it really does help the channel grow. And I truly believe more gamers should know about this hidden gem of the survival genre. So let's get started. First, we want to start off with the loadout. For this example, I'm starting off late fall, or you can start early winter, due to the fact that you have more points in clothing. For the clothing choice, I'm going with buckled boots. However, combat boots is a good honorable mention due to the fact that it has 2 coats and insulation. Next, I'm putting on the combat pants, going with the jacket, which has 3 insulation, so it performs better in the cold weather. Next, I'm picking shades. Shades gives you 1 point in terms of sight, so you have a wider field of vision. Sunglasses is also another good option. It's just an aesthetic difference. Next up, we have an important item, the military cap. The military cap will give you 5+ sight, increasing your vision, which is really helpful in terms of shooting range, sight range, and it helps against the fog of war. Another honorable mention would be the baseball cap. It also gives you 5 sight. Another aesthetic difference. Again, we're going in all black. And again, starting in late fall. So now we're gonna move on to the equipment. For the equipment, there are different loadouts. You have the assassin loadout currently on display. The assassin loadout will provide you with a hunting knife and a wind-up radio. Here, for the different type of loadouts, we have archer, trapper, fighter, assassin. And I honestly find archer to be the best in terms of stealth due to the fact that it comes with bows and arrows. For the skills, there are pre-made loadouts as well. And again, I went with the archer loadout so that we can have headshots with the bow and arrow. I went with 2 points in stealth, 2 points in archery, 2 points in hand-to-hand, and then 1 point in fitness. The extra spare point is up to you. However, this is the skill point ratio at which I deem to have the most success. For hand-to-hand, how much damage you do when fighting with fists or melee weapons and how quickly you can overcome someone with chokeholds or assassinations. Very important in terms of stealth. Then archery, how easily you can aim and how much damage you do with the bow. Every time you rank up your archery skill, you would get a bonus point in damage per skill points. So the higher skill, the more damage you're doing with the bow, the more accurate you are with the bow, and your range increases somewhat. If you're not comfortable with the range, you can go into the editor mode in the main menu to edit specific settings for specific equipment. Fitness is also important, how quickly you get tired when running, fighting, or performing chokeholds and assassinations, how far you can throw things, and how much loot you can carry. Throwables are very important in terms of stealth, so the further you can throw an object to create a diversion, the better. Same with archery. Whenever you're mid to late game, you can create infected weapons, specifically with right strain rancid meat, fuse them with arrows, and it's a great tactic in terms of taking out camps silently but deadly. However, I will not be going over that specifically due to this is a starter stealth guide and it requires a higher level skill to be able to fuse those 2 items. Quick side note, if you do pick up armor along the way in your playthrough, armor does reduce your stealth. However, if you find stealth books, it'll negate that effect. Look for books in the bookstore and still have your stealth not affected. The last skill point, stealth, how visible you are when crouching in cover and how noisy when sneaking up on people. Also increases damage dealt from stealth attacks, so you do get a nice stealth bonus. We're going to be testing this guide on the hardest difficulty. So let's get into it. First, I'll be demonstrating camp takeovers. You can take over a camp using stealth, so by the time their base even notices you're there, it's only 2 to 3 NPCs left, and you can take them out with ease. It's also a good way to get a head start, to get a base down, so you can have a good initial start. But you have to be very, very careful. There's a certain way to do things, and the NPCs in this game is very aware at all times. What I usually like to do is monitor their pathing and wait until 1 or 2 NPCs are isolated. That way, I can take them out with ease. As you see, I don't have a hunting knife, so the option is to chokehold him. However, once we scavenge his body, we can see that he does have a hunting knife and a pistol, bandages, and armor. Now, I know this is not Hitman. However, when you do assassinate someone in a camp, I recommend hiding their bodies. If an NPC sees it, they will be alerted and they will suspect you out of all people. So here I assassinated him, took his clothes, hid his body, and just like Hitman, they don't know what's going on. Also, be aware of opportunities like these when hordes of zombies come by. It's a great distraction to take out an enemy NPC. Noticing when you toggle the crouch button, there's a little tree icon above your character's head. It will initially be white. However, when it fills up with green, that means you are fully concealed. You can do this in bushes. You can even do this behind certain obstructions in POIs. Right here, you can see me hiding on the side of this cabin. And here, I did try to throw a throwable. It was rancid meat. However, it did not work. So instead, now that I have a hunting knife, I slowly creep up on him and assassinate. Quickly pick up the body and move it to hide it, and then continue to loot. It's up to you. As a new player, you can stop at this point, take the loot that you have, and go. However, I'm gonna keep pushing the entire camp. If you are having a difficult time assassinating in the daytime, you can fast forward until it's night. Here, I didn't have a chance to hide the body. I was almost caught, so I had to run away real quickly before the green in the tree line depleted to white, alerting the NPCs. When the NPCs do suspect you, they will let you know. I will recommend after every successful stealth kill and you're in the clear to drop a save. Here, I use my bow and arrow to take out the NPC in the tower. It was successful. I ended up knocking him out and he glitched in the tower. However, it's nighttime and most of the NPCs are asleep, so we got the assassination off. You can see I bandaged him before I had assassinated him. Side note, that's a good tip to increase your medic skills. Here you can see they're burying the bodies of the NPC that I didn't have a time to hide. And now I am being accused. You're in the wrong place at the wrong time. George was one of us. If I find out you had anything to do with this, as you can see, he says, "Who is this guy? I don't trust him." So it looks like Alejandro is gonna have to be the first one to go. He also has a Molotov. There's about 3 enemies left. So I take out one of them. By now I'm feeling confident enough to take out the remaining two. There's one. And there's the surrender. Now this entire camp is ours to take. You can also use rain as cover. Rain does mask the sound of footsteps and other actions in the game. However, it does not help with vision. They can still see you. Okay, next, I'll be demonstrating stealth looting in towns. Here, you can see I attracted a horde of green strains. I quickly run inside, and I come across a radio. This is perfect. Tune into local spotters to keep tabs on the movements of roaming zombies, hordes, raiders, refugees, and traders. Or you can throw it to distract the infected. I also found some energy drinks. When it comes to stealth, you want to make sure you're not sleep deprived, being that you are weaker in terms of strength and in terms of accuracy. Go ahead and take a sip of an energy drink so that you're not as sleep deprived. Or take a nap and fast forward the game. So here, I'll be demonstrating the wind-up radio. There's no need to tune it. There's no need to do anything to it. Holding it in your inventory will alert you of enemies, and then throwing it like any other throwable in the game, the sound of the radio will automatically chime. Here you can see the zombies are frantic and there's more coming. And I do have a Molotov on me from that camp, and so we're just going to finish this off with a Molotov and some arrows. We got a runner. Decided to use the hunting knife instead. Got to get that hand-to-hand combat skills up. Another good tip for stealth is to kite the zombies. You can pull them away one by one, as I'm doing here with the hunting knife. Then we'll be able to finish it off with some bow and arrows. And as you can hear, the radio has a nice little tune. Getting the zombies one by one and picking them off and then lining them up is a great tactic in terms of stealth takedowns. I also heard rumors online stating that cop cars, once you repair them, you can use their sirens as distractions. However, I didn't have luck with this one. They also say it works on ambulances, so I will try that in the near future and let y'all know. I've demonstrated this on my first starter guide, but you can use carrots as throwables, and rabbits will attract to that carrot, giving you an opportunity to take them out. The moment he went around that corner, he was done. Here's another example. The wind is not in my favor, so I go around. Make sure you're downwind. It is nighttime, so hunting should be easier, being that rabbit's vision is decreased during night. And there we go. Solo Shinobi has reached level 3 in stealth. The more stealth kills you do, the more increases on XP you gain. So here you can see we leveled up our stealth quite a lot. And after taking over the base, we leveled up our construction. After making some bandages before assassination, we leveled up our medicine. Our archery skills have improved. Our hand-to-hand and fitness improves when we assassinate or chokehold. And that is it, guys. That is all the tips I have for today. We're just covering the basics. Thank you for watching. And if anything helped you, it'll be appreciated if you dropped a like on the video and subscribe so you can see more upcoming guides. And if you think I missed any other good tips for a good start in terms of stealth, feel free to let me know in the comments. I'll do more in-depth guides as we continue with this series. Let me know if y'all want to see a horde control guide or a crafting guide. I hope y'all have a good one, and remember to stay sharp out there. Solo never means alone. In a world of noise, only the silent survives.